Ciao, nice people! Welcome on this new stream of Critipedia on the ongoing and probably infinite journey to compile the perfect Critipedia of every sort of mistake you could do in, for now, RPG Maker games. We are pretty close to the 50 entries. I hope we can reach it. Well, not maybe today because it's of bad omen, I suppose, but we are getting close. Okay, so today we are playing two games because they are both very short games. Well, this game is a demo and should be around 20-40 minutes, even if I suppose I will play for longer. And it's a game from Project Blade. I don't think there are other games. Okay, I usually check in case I find old developer I played the game of, like from the Indie Game Maker contest. I hope there will be another Indie Game Maker contest, but yeah, I suppose it doesn't. The game for today is Blade Code, Arcane Legends Blade Code. And it's weird, a demo of our RPG of a game with battles is this short, but it's a plus because usually demos shouldn't last longer than 1 hour. I had demos of like 4 hours once. What was it? Walker 2, an Italian game, had a demo with like 5 hours of gameplay. That was a little too much. Well, I'm faulting it too because a demo for my first, well, for a project with battles I didn't continue for now. I had a demo with like 3 hours. So unfortunately making a RPG game with a decent length in the demo is very hard. Okay, let's start. Not this one, this one. I hope we get it. Almost there. A little better, okay. Here it is, Blade Code. First of all, I noticed that the portraits, unfortunately, they are passed through an AI to enhance and to remove the pixels. Honestly, I wouldn't mind if the result wasn't so shabby, how to call it, because you can clearly see that the result of the portraits is not as it should look like. Someone looks sharper than others, but usually having this sort of AI usage is a little weird, not for the ethic purpose, but more like the results sometimes are not the best ones. And Hirev wants to battle. What's good? Hey, I'm developer. Oh, really? I didn't know. Okay, that's pretty cool. Hello there. What a surprise. Nice to see you there. And hi, Zoro. It's impossible to get consistency. Yeah, that's one other problem. I hope the portraits are not like those because, well, pixel art it's still good in the indie market, I suppose. I suppose there could have been pixel art in on the title screen, but I'm not sure because I'm not seeing the pixel art. Maybe with a pixel art, maybe it's not the best one. Unfortunately, it's hard to make a title screen here. Also, Wait, now I realize. It's using the Mog title screen, right? Or something like that. Well, at least it's way more sober than the normal Mog title screen. I don't know though if the flower here or the leaf is the same one. I appreciate though the title screen because it's a simple title screen with some small particles around and an image that could work if it wasn't enhanced with AI. It's okay, Moganter, thanks. Yeah, of course, Moganter is the one with the flowers. Also, it's using the Visual Stella menu, which is fine, I suppose, but maybe for a demo it's a little too much. For a 20-minute demo, you get like 5 minutes if you want to check every single option here. Don't get me wrong, it's cool to edit every option here. But for a 20-minute game, most of the player wouldn't bother. Also, there is this option that I always check if there is, the random encounter one. Which, unfortunately, I do not fully agree because choosing the frequency of the enemy encounters should be part of the design of the game. And should not be a burden on the player. Because this just says to the player, okay, you regulate the frequency of the enemies, and so it's your fault if you are underleveled, or if there are 2 enemies. Well, that's all I said to start. Let's go! Small spoilers, that won't be an issue there. Okay, so that... I saw it in another game where there wasn't on-map encounters. Still, that option is removable from the menu, so at this point that could be perceived as the developer just copy and pasted the plugin for the menu and didn't bother to remove the options that doesn't fit with the game. The Sanctus Creed. Those who possess the means to protect must also face the weight of blight. By the blade one can conquer, and by that same blade one can cause ruin. You can only wield the blade that cuts into our new era, or be consumed by it. Is the first one Yanfei from Genshin Impact? I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, but the first one is Yanfei. Here. Is it? Well, no, but I got that thought. So, sorry. You know, the hair color, the things on the ears, and the color of the vest is pretty similar. Oh, so sorry. I got something to take care on chat. Okay. Also, I want to say that those small Chara characters in the middle are very simple, but they help a lot on the introduction. Well, I won't say a lot, but they help on the introduction because it makes it dynamic. I'm kind of surprised because this is this should be a simple explanation with text, lore, story. But here it's, again, explanation of the story, but more dynamic. It appears above, below, the character change. And it's a nice approach if you don't have the means or the budget to make some intro images, of course. Neither of us has the budget, of course. So this is a good improvisation. Be the change, the wind that directs your desires. But change has never come without sacrifice. through our entire lives. I think it's missing an R. We thought of that to be the world's one and only truth. Starting with a character creation screen is good for immersion. Yeah, that wasn't a character creation though. But it was a nice way to feel the void of the black screen. And the game is starting with action. Okay. For now, this game starts really good. It starts with a small introduction in the game world, which isn't too abrupt, and then starts straight to the action. So the player feels engaged right away. I like it. Even if this map seems to be the default one. I think this map could be the default one. Or maybe not. I kinda remember the throne room here. Yumi! How could you? Yumi! Why? Master! He was only trying to save you! Damn it, Yumi! Can't you see? Mission is only using you! Gustav, you half-hearted fool! Myson! Yummy, then you! Do not get in the way of His Majesty. Small note. I would have preferred if there was a flash and Yomi would teleport in front of the protagonist. Because... I don't think it's a problem. I just felt it weird that he was running towards the character. It's not really a problem. It's a thing I'm perceiving. I can't even explain why I felt it weird, but usually it's cooler if characters... I don't know, no, maybe it was me that I was used with characters to just be that fast that you can't even see them. I don't know how to explain, sorry. I think it's fine. It starts with too many names. Of course, I didn't remember any of those, but we will see where it goes. Funny enough, the intro was inspired by the intro of Full Metal Alchemist. Ah, okay, I didn't read it, unfortunately. Gustav was an embarrassment, a relic of an era that's no longer needed. Yomi, this cannot be. Gustav, your meaningless platitudes have only led us to stagnation and complicity. The Solis clan demise is merely by a byproduct of that mindset. But know this, while the throne is but a seat, it will become the true ruler of this land. I will incipit vera mutatio! True change begins. Sancta Flamma! Okay, I know this. Holy Flame. Holy Flame! So we have Latin here. No! Gustav! You bastard! Absolute zero! Annihilation! Explosion! Ah, wait. It's dice explosion, never mind. I didn't get what happened. Yeah, I feel, I get the same feeling of Terry. What just happened? Tyree, you shouldn't have done that. No, Tyree, no! Okay, no, actually I don't feel anything. Because I didn't even know her. Okay, it's fine to kill characters right at the start if you're ready to expect players to not be affectionate to it. But I would say that maybe too many things are happening here. Well, it's a simple detonation here. But I don't think I'm confused here though, but let's see how they explain what happened now. Oh god, Tyree! No, Tyree! My soldiers, execute the rest of them! I don't get it what happened with the... Okay, now I can say it for clear. I didn't get what happened with the Tyree spell. she tried some sort of ice explosion and nothing happened and she died. Maybe he had a reflect armor, I don't know. Yes, Your Highness. Such a shame. You were one of his most gifted soldiers. Prepare to die in the name of His Majesty. I would have inserted a small pause before this dialogue because it happened right when they were shooting him. Complicity means collaboration with someone. Complacency means becoming inert out of the lack of willingness to act. Ah, I didn't know the second one, thanks. Complacency. Shiro, no! Farewell, Ryuho. Even I have to admit that for a traitor, you were quite amusing. What a waste. No. His Majesty and I... No, Sanctus himself will take care of things from now on. Game over, okay, that was a small demo. No, I'm kidding. It still has to start, right? Foresight. Oh, wait! It was a prediction? If that was a prediction, would be pretty cool. Yeah, it is! I was expecting though the prediction was from even before. Yomi, how could you? And now it's identical. Okay, okay. There were 3 dialogues repeated. I think it's fine repeating some dialogue. After a certain number of repeated dialogue, of course, the player risks to just skip every dialogue. It's fine, like 3 numbers. It's alright. A nice choice of repeated dialogue, I suppose. I see. So that's what awaits us. Shiro? Okay. I personally don't like the repetition of dialogue. The only exception is on visual novels, but only because there is a button to skip the repeated dialogue. So I will say I don't like repeated dialogue if there is no way to skip it. Because, well, the main reason is the player might not want to read the same dialogue they just read. And so they might skip on it until something changes, but the player doesn't remember every exact dialogue that happened. So maybe they could miss some slight variations on the dialogues or some differences. They might not be sure if the dialogue was that even before, so they might skip some extra dialogue until they realize something is changing. So I think it's fine having 1 or 2 dialogue, but more than that there should be some attention, otherwise the player might skip too much. Let's see how much it goes. Okay, okay. I think that was the right amount anyways. I won't let you do that. What was that just now? Shiro, your foresight ability is far more troublesome than I anticipated. That was the Monado power! Complacency is indolence. Oh, thanks. You unlock the abilities of an strategy RPG tactician. It's gonna be a tactician game. But from the screenshot it was an RPG battle game. 9th form, Casca! Ryuho! Don't use Killing Arts against him! If you do, it will be fatal! Then what are we gonna do? Tari, do not get into the way of His Majesty! Gustav was an embarrassment. I reek of an era that does no longer need... Okay, you said this dialogue again. In another context, I think that was a... This should be a nice opportunity to rephrase the dialogue in a different way. This is just a copy-paste of the previous dialogue. I would get if there was another meaning with the same dialogue. But here it's the same dialogue recontextualized. Or better, not recontextualized, reused. Okay, at least this one is different. The Soris clans had to be purged. The king, queen, and well as their daughters. Yomi. Don't listen to my son. Come with us. Come back to me. The door isn't closed off to you. That can happen. I can see the future. Then you join us. Came to Sanctus. Is this the classic scene where the evil asks the good one to join? You possess exceptional strength. Why not put it to good use? We gladly accept you into our ranks. Yomi, you know I can do that. This intro is kinda dragging on, especially with the amount of names of people and skills are thrown out at the player from the get-go. Okay, I appreciate that there is action right away and there is a cool event right away, which is premonition. But yeah, as I said before, there are too many names straight away. There should have been less names at the start because the player needs a lot of effort to take consideration of every single character. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 characters and the king. Well, the king is already kinda dead, so doesn't count. I'm not sure if I'm not sure how I feel about it, but when the evil one or the traitor one asked the other party member to join and she said no, doesn't seem to have any sort of consequence. So this also seems some sort of unnecessary dialogue. Your bravery is wasted. Only fools challenge the inevitable. Sancta Flame, Holy Flame, Erosion Path. A teleportation spell? No, wait, that doesn't make sense. She got interrupted by another spell that didn't cast right away. If he had time to say a teleportation spell, you also had time to say flame to finish the spell. At least the teleport is not instantaneous, but still, it's always broken. What just happened? He transported him away. Your Majesty! Absolute Zero! Frost Veil! I guess that the game wants the spells to sound cool, but honestly, I only get confused by the amount of spells. They just scream random names and things happen. I don't know, this maybe even if I appreciate a scene like this that jumps straight to the action, maybe it requires some knowledge to fully enjoy the scene, because here we have too many characters and they have too many spells, and there are also rules that they kind of explain some of them. So in a way this part is fine for the start, but in other way the player needs much more information. I don't think it's possible in the game, but I would have liked more if this was... I would have liked a start like this, where you only see where they die, and there was a previous part before you reach the castle where they had the premonition, so there was also some time to introduce the tutorial, the characters and the spells, and only after we see this scene again. So you can also avoid the problem of the repeating dialogue. I don't know, a small part before this one, which happens after the foresight. just to introduce the characters and the tutorial. Also, since I'm here, we should update the Critipedia. It's not really a problem of the game, but since I was talking about it, the repeating dialogue is a critique. Not specifically for this game, but it got me thinking. Okay. It's good to have some action and presentation of the main character skills. It dumps too many characters at once, one scene. Would work much better if there was 2 separate scenes. Yeah, something like I said. A scene with the hero's part before and then another with the villain right after. Well, of course, having too much introduction anyways can drag on, but surely better than just throwing too many characters here. Some things will be explained later on. Okay. As I say though, even if some things will be explained later, the player needs to know that some things will be explained later. For now, I'm not really feeling confused. The only thing I felt confused was the reflection magic of that guy, which I didn't really understand. That got me confused. Even if it was explained later, I didn't know that it was gonna be explained later. Wait, we can update again the Critipedia. I'm sorry, I'm rushing towards the 50 entries. So it was... maybe we had something of the sort, right? Wait, we had something of the sort. I think it's not showing the absence. We should update this one. The critique I wanted to add was... let the player know something is not explained. I think we can update the name here. Not explained. Okay, we found a better name here at least. So yes, come forth. Oh no, they have the Gatling gun. Okay, same dialogue. We can catch up to Gustav and Meissen later. We have to deal with those guys first. Yummy, if you attack us, we won't hold back. Yummy, please. You all have opposed His Majesty, interfered with our plans, and have been nothing but a nuisance to us. I summon thee! This is Fisher from Genshin Impact again. Hello? Mr. Dragon? The only acceptable punishment. It's a one-sided massacre. Kill them! Hey, I used this music in Parachain. Okay, now though, I really want an explanation why we don't die in one hit, right? Let's see. Show no mercy, kill those traitors! We need to go out. If things get rough, Terry and I can use first aid. Because before they killed us just by shooting. Now there's also a Hydra in the middle, so I don't get how we should survive any of this. Poor guy, doesn't even have a name. Forgot to mention, this is not the beginning of the story. It's a vertical slice of the whole thing. Okay, this is a good choice for the demo. So, I think it's way better than it appears. I think, okay, for a demo I think it can work. Again though, usually people now are used to the demo which starts right from the beginning. So I still think people might get confused by the demo. Well, starting right from here, I think since you choose a vertical slice, you should at least put an explanation before. Explain the characters and everything like that. Because there is still confusion after all. Okay, we have too many skills maybe. Let's see. Well, again, if it's a vertical slice, makes sense there are more skills, but still there are a lot of things. We go with area defense at least. I know they shoot. Sure, attack boost. Wait, the insurgents. Is speed wait, it's an active temp battler, so yeah, speed is important. Let's buff everyone. Interesting that everyone has a specific area buff. They don't shoot anymore. Why so? Also they paralyzed. What should I do? We got a problem. How do I deal with paralyzed party members? Exactly. I don't have anything for it. Okay, so the problem is again the part that it's a vertical slice of the game. Enemies here have paralyze, but since it's a vertical slice and starts from here, I don't have any item for the paralysis. So I hope it only lasts for a few turns, otherwise I'm kinda screwed. At least they are weak. Even if it really doesn't make sense that they just don't shoot. Oh, I missed. Okay, at least the paralysis doesn't last long. That would have been a big problem. I will try win, sure. Wait! I didn't do any damage. The basic attacks do way more. Wait. I don't get it. I did way more damage on the previous one. Okay, another thing. That's a weird distribution of spells. Because 2 characters have a healing spell, which is, I suppose, practical, but I don't get the specialization of those characters. Okay, Tyri seems like a ice mage at least, but even she has a double attack, right? And she deals more damage with that. Also, this guy has a healing spell. Okay, he can heal paralysis. And weakened. It's weird though, because every character have a different sort of healing. Well, 2 characters have a healing. One has the resurrection, this one has the malus removal. So there is no specialization of the characters. I still don't know if it's a problem, because could be a nice way to not make the healer useless. Still, I didn't see this that often. Also, we don't have a healing here. Desperation. Ah, that's pretty cool. Remaining MP to HP. That's a cool move. You may want to give the soldier battle sprites a little touch on Photoshop, it's to make them look like the character face set. I think it's better maybe to find a different face set, because usually there is some face set for the battlers, not every one of them though. Imagine starting a JRPG you never played at chapter 8. Yeah, but that's your choice of making the player start right here. I think it's a good place to have some make the player feel intrigued by the game, but still it's a little too abrupt maybe. Okay, the battle should be kinda over. I should try more moves maybe? Not really sure. Let's try this one. It's a stun. Okay, it's paralysis. Seems like a strong move. And he's dead. I don't get the damage formula because with ice I do way less damage than a basic attack, right? I should try with other enemies maybe. Maybe they were resistant. I still don't understand why they didn't shoot them right away. Because before they were only day 3. And we lost. Now with also a Hydra we won in some way. Yomi. He already left this place. Gustav and Meissen as well. Perhaps I should have used Alter when I had the chance. Yomi easily changed. That's... Ever since we decided to go against Sanctus, I always thought of this potential outcome. If Yomi willingly decided to stay and fight by Meissen's side, that would make us enemies. That's no reason to give up fighting. I intend to see this through. This through, I suppose? To the end. Yomi. He grew up with us, trained under Master Gustav with us. We made it this far together. He's our lifelong friend. No, his family, no matter what anyone says. Yeah, unfortunately, starting from here, I don't see the emotional weight of that character. For me, starting playing right here, it's just a character, an enemy, right from the start. So unfortunately, those words fall empty, since I don't know the context before. Even if I doubt he feels the same way about us anymore. We have to stop him, Meissen, as well as Sanctus itself, before any more lives are lost. You fools! His Majesty is going to change this nation for the better. Terrasperia will soon get its comeuppance. I like the word comeuppance. Which is the 50th reference? Even if it means massacring the royal family of Solis? Including the innocent people who weren't even involved? Of course, you can't obtain anything without sacrifice. The altar. Ah, okay, I forgot about the altar, honestly. I remember it now, but it's a long time I didn't play the demo. You can't obtain anything without sacrifice. That's been our creed since the beginning. Ryuno should know that better than any of us. Then you three can die right here. Tyre, don't! I see no reason to not to. They joined Sanctus because they had nowhere else to go. We used to be just like them not long ago. Well, they could have run away on the first chance after they got some... There is... I don't know. Still killing someone. They killed them in the previous timeline, we can call it. So they are clearly... Well, other than... Well, probably desperate, but more than that... they are willing to kill. I don't know, they may be dangerous after all. Also, I don't know why they know them. From the previous part of the game, I suppose. We all used to blindly listen to Meissen at some point. Is it really? Hopefully, you three will be able to understand someday. Following Mysen won't fix things. It will only lead to a world of pure, untethered violence. Nothing more. Yomi, don't fail us. Let's get a move on. We have to stop them before it's too late. And as for Yomi, perhaps you could confront him properly and open his eyes to the truth. And what if it doesn't work? What if it's too far gone? You don't really mean that. If you were able to see through Mysen's lies, then so can Yomi. Oh, hi Kolokoko, nice to see you there. I'm doing well, thanks. We just started it. Wait, how much time are we here? 50 minutes! I barely even started the intro. Perhaps Yomi says something about Sanctus that the rest of us can't comprehend. Tari, what do you want right now? To save Master Gustav and Yomi! Then be the change, the wind that directs your desires. That's always been our creed, never forget that. Yes, you're right. We know what you have to do. We need to stop him before... You already... I'm sorry, I don't really like when they repeat obvious phrases all the time. We save Yomi, Gustav... Okay, sorry, I say those things only after a scene goes for too long. I know I'm talking too much, but still we are here for like 40 minutes. And it's not even the end of the first scene. Okay, I'm talking too much, so maybe it's 20 minutes? Still, it's a lot. Alright. Also again, I don't understand some of what they say because there is some previous knowledge needed. And that's a problem if you want to present a demo, because player just gets confused. And they won't enjoy the demo. And if they don't enjoy the demo, maybe, or probably they won't even play the full game. The only way out is forward dash and wing. Make sure you're ready before we go, okay? Tutorial. Let me save. Okay, we can go straight away. Fast away. Don't fail us. Oh, they have different dialogue. Sword wounds cover his entire body. I hope he's fine. Can I leave? We have something. Okay, something... at least we have something useful here. I suppose you come from here, right? Sure? Or we continue from here? Ah, we got another scene. Okay. On a scale from 1 to Naruto, how anime is this? I don't. The only anime thing was when they ran towards someone to stop them. I unfortunately don't know the previous context. I don't think it's a problem to make it anime. The only problem is it can risk to be too much cliché, which I don't think it is for now. This ends here. Gustav, take this! Void space! Okay, this is anime though. This is anime. Void space. Quite a formidable kicking spell. Anyone who uses kicking spell or magic arts while it's active are penalized, causing grave lacerations, which kills them instantly. Ah, that's what happened before. Ah, so that ability does have a weakness, a small opening. To be honest, I expect no less from you. You teleported us away to save your disciples, didn't you? The act of valiance will be your undoing. You haven't cornered me, it's quite the opposite actually. You're stuck here with me! Come at me, Gustav, this time I'll cut you down! My son, no more, I won't let you do what you want. The madness ends here. Gustav, no! Well, I don't know. I don't care. Yeah, again, this is actually will be a recurring problem here. We don't know the context before those events. That means every dialogue is have a lot of words or terms or names we don't really know, or if we know, we need to try a little hard to remember which character they are or what it is. Things that by playing all the previous part of the game will come almost natural here. So this will take a big toll on the player, having to read dialogue with some names or other things that they don't fully understand or they are just starting to getting introduced to, and so will make dialogues a lot more hard to read. Yomi! Did you come across His Majesty? Who are you? Did something happen to him? We left both of you in charge of eliminating the royal family in the throne room. We don't have much time. We were intercepted by former master, Gustav. We almost had him, but he was saved by them. Them? You don't mean the disciples, also my former comrades. Considering they're here, I assume that the Vermilion will soon arrive as well. Perhaps not using Alter was for the best. I need to conserve my strength in case we end up facing the Vermilion. What about His Majesty? Gustav used a teleportation spell. I should have been more attentive. And your former comrades? That ability has minus 16 on block and 20 frames of hand lag. Oh, hi Srifijay. The entire demo is inside the castle. I hope not, because... yeah, it's mainly exposition of events. I don't think it's... I'm conflicted because in on one part it's nice to start a demo on a moment, in a very concentrated moment where the player gets interested in playing. But on the other side, it's a very important moment of the game that takes a lot of value from all the previous events. As someone probably said, you can't make a story without what happened before. So with the missing of context, this part becomes too much, maybe, to go through. Looks like they just took down my summon beast. While considering their abilities, I would expect no less. Was this massacre really necessary? It's necessary... I think it... no, it's not written like that, necessary. I'm not really good with writing necessary either, but should be with double C, not double S. Necessary. For the kick and bomb. Ah no, I got it wrong either. It's with one C and double S. Okay, necessary. Necessary is something that requires the protagonist of Earthbound. Oh, hi Lollo! How it's going? Nice to see you there. We were playing this demo, which is a weird demo because it starts from the middle of the game, which is an interesting idea, but unfortunately starts in this mid-turn of the game, and it's kinda hard to understand without previous knowledge of the characters and the factions. So I'm getting kinda confused. Oh, don't mind me, I'm here for the gacha pool. Okay, sure. Here it is. It is loot box, gacha. And you got Edenia! Ooh! You got Edenia, nice pool! Coming straight away from the world of origin. I'm collector of main characters. Don't try to kill them, lol. His Majesty orders are absolute. The Solis clan had it coming anyway. For our ultimate goal, we can't leave a single loose end, not a single mark unchecked. Remember the creed, true change has never come without sacrifice. I guess you're right. An earthquake? No. If your testimony is true, it must mean that His Majesty is currently fighting against Gustav. As much as I hate to admit it, even the three of us together are no match against Gustav. I will be a one-sided massacre on our end. We'd only get in His Majesty way. I see. His Majesty must be buying time for us. Only we can activate the King and bomb at this time. Okay, I don't know what the King and bomb is. I forgot if His Majesty is probably one of the two fighting before, but I kinda missed that. Maybe the game explained it once, but maybe it was a little too little. It looks time it's up for us. We will launch the King and bomb and destroy Terrasperia. Is there we too? Well, they mentioned also the King and bomb before, but I don't know if it was a plot point, a mentioned plot point before. Is Meissen. I forgot which of the two is Meissen. We sent him towards the eastern wing to switch open the gate from the control room. Yeah, also the names, of course. Players will get used with the names by playing the previous part of the game. Here I don't get many occasions to see the names of the players, of the characters, other than the name on top of the dialogue here. Which at the start was fine because we got the characters they were talking to right away. Here though, well, at least those don't have a name for now. So those are less names to remember. Still, I think that games take for granted is that players will remember the name of the characters right away. But instead, that might require some dialogues again and again, or names more fitting for the characters. I'm personally with a stupid name for the characters or simpler ones, but even more complex one of course work, but there is more work to make the player remember them. So of course if a name is Ciao, it's very stupid, but player could remember it. If a name is Kugan-shan, there is a more effort to remember the name. Some more effort to try to remember it. Is the game starting from the middle or just a demo? Just a demo, it's starting from the middle. I will admit, many things are happening at once. Well, a positive thing is realizing it and later maybe fix something, I don't know. I would say, for example, I don't know, there should be more gameplay at least between those scenes. There could be a gameplay part on escaping from the castle, and at certain points you see a scene of something happening. Despite him completing his task, it may take some time before he catches up with us. Then we'll have to conduct the ritual without him. Can you feel it? The air is getting more dense. That's more than enough Kigen energy to destroy Terrasperia. What's Kigen energy? Okay, that might be some sort of mana, like Final Fantasy, which is in the ether. We'll conduct the ritual from the rooftop. Zen can provide backup, should things go south. We need to move fast. before the Vermilion gets there. I don't know what the Vermilion is. Soldiers, return to your position. Well, we know the Vermilion is a powerful entity, we don't know which faction it is from though. The Vermilion also is a good name. If it was called Kagenshima, I wouldn't have remembered it. The Vermilion is a much more memorable name. Of course, it's not a proper name, but it's a nice way to refer to a strong characters. Did you guys feel that? That was Master and Mason. Let's get a move on. We have to reach them before it's too late. Okay, on map encounters. And exploration. Also, we shift. We can talk. Ah, a checkpoint here. Okay, even if you can save from the menu, I don't mind. It's a little redundant, but honestly I don't mind having another save point here because it reminds the player to save. I would though suggest to add some sort of extra function on the crystal, because here it's just useless. For example, a function to fully heal with a prize. Ah, never mind. We got the healing, it's fine. Never mind, I retract my last statement, we have a healing. Okay, in this way then, the save is still redundant, but I like the approach to suggest a player to save. Because a problem that many games with save anywhere had is the player forgets to save because they need to actively remember. Here, though, is the game that it's reminding the player to save. Wait. They're not chasing us. Okay. Thanks. We got a speed ring. Gameplay starts here. Okay. I would have shortened the intro for this part of the demo, I suppose. Because the player wants to play it away in any demo. Did you just hear that? Yep, maybe we opened the way forward. Maybe. Okay, and also I like this feature of the exclamation point. Maybe it's a little too invasive. I think there should just be an icon on the top of the player without the sound and without the pop-up. For example, when you go here, there is a permanent exclamation point on top of the player, but notice one, a smaller one, for example, without the sound. Because like this it's very invasive. Of course the player will notice it, but still the player, I don't know, with a small exclamation point, I think the player could still notice it. Can you let me pass? Am I in trouble? I am in trouble. Stay where you are, you traitors! Oh! You attack, we attack. Don't kill them, okay? We need to escape then. Ah, you can escape from scripted battles here, okay. I like it. So, because many games with on-map encounters don't let you escape. And we have a drone. Well, let's water the circuits. Wait, I wanted to check here. Absolute Zero is 160 damage on this guy. Basic attack? Oh, okay. I wouldn't expect to miss. Okay. This basic attack dealt way less damage than before. That was a lot of damage. Okay. Now maybe the other enemy from before was very weak to magical spells. That would make sense. I thought that was a flying tent. How was it a flying tent? Would be a cool, interesting concept for an enemy though. The flying tent. Well, I still remember where in I still remember Final Fantasy IX where the tent is a weapon. Or could be used as a weapon. Well, more like a offensive object. I was watching a speedrun of Final Fantasy IX, and they used the tent against a boss because it could apply poison, and so it was a quick way to defeat it. Okay, I need to heal. As new. I would say it's a little off center, the light. Or the not light. Hiyoshiro, don't move! I can't see a finger. Keep your voice down! It's an enemy trap! A way for them to get the jump on us! They probably shut off all the light to make us all disoriented. What should we do? Light! Perhaps this is where I came in. Let's just say that my other senses are better than yours. Oh, of course. Just the right man for the job. Let me be your ears for the time being. I'll guide you. Stay close to me, okay? We have a mini game here. Use the right shift key to ask you to... Ah, I forgot to talk with the team. Sure. Wait. Is that a suggestion or a hint? Or a solution? I would... Seems like a solution, maybe? I don't want to ask him his help because sounds like the solution. If it was a game, if it was kinda necessary for the gameplay, I would have phrased it like, do you want to hear my insight? Something that doesn't imply the player is getting some help. It's both a hint and a guide. Okay, in that case, I don't want to use it. I just made the observation that usually players don't take instruction or don't take hints like that if they are phrased like that. For now, let's see. I didn't find anything interesting. There was a guy here. Hello. Ah, where did you came from? I was thinking. I'm not sure if it's a good idea or not, but there could be a zoom here, a double zoom, since they play. Wait, let me do it myself. There could be a zoom, for example, to make the game area more central. For example, like this. Since there is nothing else on the other sides of the screen, I think it should be also pretty cool to have a zoom like this. It will come out a little pixelated, but I still think it will look cool. Attacking this potion. Oh, I will use it right away. Ah, okay, now the menu is getting a little zoomed. Okay. If the menu is the only problem... Well, the zoom won't affect the menu in the game, actually. Hello? Oh, too many. Oh! There's something. Perhaps one of the soldiers has the key. Oh, no, I need to kill every one of them. We activated something, I don't know what. Ah, the text is not appearing, okay. Okay, another thing with my zoom, the text is not appearing. And we got an attack increase portion. Okay, I discovered like 2 days ago that you could use the tent on enemies on Final Fantasy IX. Well, you can use everything, right? The set piece can be interesting, escaping a castle that's been overtaken. Yeah, I think this is a nice gameplay part. I like it. Also with the darkness, it's a nice addition in the gameplay. From the stream though I can... Ah, interesting. You can barely see outside of the darkness. I kinda can't because I got a light in my eye, but yeah. There is. At least on stream. If he can navigate better in the dark, why isn't he taking the lead? Well, he can hear. Yeah, it does make sense, but I can go over it since it's mostly a gameplay thing. Okay, I suppose I need to kill those guards. Nice to know. I should revert the game on the screen. It was good until it lasted. Give me a moment. Oh, perfect. And more perfect. Okay. The Zoom part is over. Let's find the keys. What is that? Plasma gear. I make you suffer! Oh no, soffro. As always, I will go with area attacks. You might get stuck. What do you mean? They make it sound like this is a very time sensitive quest, so it makes no sense not to use every advantage. Okay, that makes sense. We see what the hint says then. But that's not only about the hint. Unfortunate because there is no need to say that Shiro has those increased senses. Okay, Shiro had the increased senses from before, but maybe I don't know, just to stay coherent, it can just get a cold, I don't know. Or don't feel well. Yeah, I can get injured by something before and not be able to guide the party. It's over, let's go. Yeah, but where's the key? Where key? Where key? And the guy did escape. Well, let's see. Hold on for a second. Commander Yomi seemed like he was in a rush when he came through here. Captain, something's off with the light switch. It isn't working. Both the switch as well as the light suffered some damage during the takeover. In order to turn some of the lights back on, turn the switch twice. How strange. It's at the right side of the gate. Ah, okay, I need to activate this one twice. Oh, also, wait. Wait. I found a similar bug, wait. Let me try something, sorry. I will try to make a bug. Because this is probably a parallel process. And we can move one step. We can move one step when it starts. Okay, it will still trigger. But we have some dialogue on top of each other. Just a tip, don't make a wait into a parallel process. Because the player can move in it. Well, if the parallel process has some dialogue in it at least. Also I need to activate the switch twice. Wait, what happens if I escape? Nothing, okay. Ah! Well, we need to make some space, I suppose. Okay, get it, let's... Wrong button! Let's fight. I'm out of mana. You may want to talk with Shiro. I suppose that... Okay, then I suppose that's... that should be... kinda shown to the player. Not just said, you could talk with me if you want. And then it's phrased like it's a hint for the solution. I suppose that's kind of important information to hear. Because otherwise the player might just activate the switch once and leave at it. Because, let's be honest, if you find a switch, how many times do you activate it? One. Because if you activate it twice, you revert the previous state. But if you revert to the previous state, you won't discover what it did. So, no player, or at least a very few amount of players, will activate the switch twice. I get it that it's in the hint, but... Oh. Still, should be mandatory, the dialogue. I wonder if... no, okay. I was thinking other way for the parallel process bug. Ah, finally! It still doesn't help. We need a key. Don't tell me we need to defeat all of them. Okay, at least there are only 3. I wonder if it's random or not. Wrong target. Oh well, dead. It's as if you were chasing someone through the streets and one of the characters says, "By the way, I have a motorbike, just tell me if you want to use it to catch up with them." Okay, I get... makes sense. Yeah, I think the better solution is just making Shido not able to... Or you know, just let Shido... Shiro says what he hears. That will remove the entire problem. When you enter here, Shiro, with his increased senses, hears something and tells us straight away. Yeah, okay, at this point there's not even... doesn't even make sense to just make him say that. You just hear what he says at this point. Those are just extra steps at this point. It's not random. I need to fight all of them. That's kinda... I don't know, I suppose that's a nice excuse to make the player fight the enemies instead of the player just avoiding every battle. But I would make the key not random. Because in this way... the player kinda wonders if... I don't know, the player could wonder which guard is the right one, which guard is the wrong one. And so after discovering it was useless, can get disappointed. I don't know, or if someone is playing this part again, might be disappointed that can get disappointed that it's kinda surreal that the guard is random. We got a problem, Houston. Raise. Why? Works on in battle, right? Those are precious potions, but it's a demo, so it's fine. I also need mana. I was very dead. I think we are fine here. Let's go again. Okay, no, as I said, I would have preferred more if the key wasn't random, because in this way I could try to think which one is the right one and be happy if I guess it right. And also it doesn't feel like forced fighting. It's a nice idea to have the key on one of those guards though. because it's a nice excuse to make the player fight, even if up until a certain point. Dead. I should go out to fight, maybe. Well, not here. Yeah, this is MZ, because, well, I usually, from the folder, you can understand, if it had a www folder, it's MV, otherwise MZ. Ah, no, I was pressing shift to run. Wait, this is... wait. This guard did disappear. Yeah, this guard did... The guards disappear when there is the hint. That's weird. Aha! So it's a... Wait, let me see the trick. Here! Nice way to outrun the guards. Bandana. A super potion. That's Pokemon. I like also the extra interaction with the barrels, that many of them as an item, but not all of them, so also them making sense. It's a nice way to not give the player a lot of items all the time, and also follows the Skinner experiment. Yeah, where people are more incentivized to do something if they have a positive feedback, not every time. Meira, Scarlet, stand back. What now? And who are you now? Ah, okay, Vermilion. I only know it's powerful from a dialogue before, so that's a positive thing. I don't know who those characters are, though. How cruel. Everyone has been skilled. The Soul's clan, the servant as well. Okay, I know. Everyone except those three. They're from Sanctus. Father, I know. King Vermilion! State your objectives. No! But for what we spare them? Ow! You don't answer, I sever more of your limbs. Damn you to hell, Vermilion scum. This but a flesh wound. You should learn how to bargain for your life. This won't end until you answer. Give it some break. He almost died by the fight. He got spared by the hero, so if he's trying to relax a little. His Majesty plans to destroy Terrasperia from here using a Kigen bomb. This castle has ancient relics on its rooftop that can absorb Kigen energy. Can be launched into anywhere within a 300-mile radius. You fool! Don't tell them. I confused the two of them. The initial plan was to inspect the castle, but His Majesty issued a kill order on everyone. And you actually went through with it? It was also sudden. His Majesty came back from the eastern wing of the castle and... Why? Stop! Why did we do this? The fact that you three are still alive, Ryo must have spared you. Foolishness! Don't act as though we are in the right, Vermilion scum. His Majesty has already told us about you. The Vermilion family. Enough! Dead. Spared for what exactly? For this scene. There's no time to waste. Let's move onward. Scarlet Meira. As we go on, eliminate everyone from Sanctus, including the one who has spared. They have committed genocide against these Solis families, and now intend to bomb our city capital. Also, don't trust Yuho. Not only was he a former member of their group, but despite knowing what they've done, he still elects to spare them. I question how loyal he really is to us. But even so, he only joined us as a soldier recently. Okay, that's a different point of view. I appreciate that a character... Well, it creates a nice conflict between those characters supposedly on the same side. And also, well, it shows maybe too well how much it doesn't really care about the enemy. Be careful around him. And you? Hey, what are you doing? You can think of Yuho even if you are walking, okay? I'm sorry. Looks like we made it. Yeah. Looks like we can see clearly again. Jimmy must have gone further than we thought. They likely just let him through. It won't be so easy for us. I guess we got our work cut out for us. Anyway, it seems like Sanctus has come up with some new weapons. Look. It's a boulder. Yay. Dealing with those guys might be more trouble than it's worth. But that's where I come in. Maybe for a short time, but I can use my S abilities to stop their movement. Let me know. With shift. Well, I can just use the previous ability with the parallel process, right? Okay, another note I realized only now. The game is not showing their character. Honestly, if you would ask me the character of those characters, I couldn't really answer to you. Maybe it was shown before this part of the game, but still doesn't mean explaining or showing a character before means that you can cut flack later on just not showing any characteristic for the rest of the game. Oh, hi Michael! Zavarudo! Yeah, it's a Zavarudo time. Who should I call? Ghostbusters! Shiro. The solution here is Shiro. Never mind. It's not. Yeah, too many drones. Can we escape? Yay! The solution is Shiro. We can pass through. Oh wait, it's another dialogue here. King Energy is strangling the castle itself. Our xenomachines, nanomachines you said, should be more than enough to deal with enemy. Xenomachines, son. Seems like even they regret this turn of events. We must move forward. If you need to use Starry Eyes ability, ask her first. Oh, we got through. We don't need Ice ability. Well, let's try it anyways, sure. 5 seconds are also a lot. I appreciate it. Oh wait! It's more than 5 seconds, there's also the animation. Also, you can just spam it right when it stops. So I don't see the point of it, honestly. Because you just call it again. There should be at least a cooldown in it. I don't know anything, but just spamming it. Because on paper it's a interesting concept and mechanic, but there should be a cooldown and there should be faster enemies. I wanted the conflict of interest between them. No, it makes sense. Well, I wouldn't say sense, but well, yeah, it fits with the character, and also interests, conflicting interests are usually a good plot point. The game is stretching its time really thin for having thrown a lot of events in the story. Yeah, I appreciate this dungeon, but there are maybe too many dialogues before. Did not expect the game to be broken like this. Well, the only problem is parallel processes. If there is a wait in a parallel process, the player can move in the meanwhile. And even if... Not really sure. I don't remember. I think, yeah, even if you call another common event with a parallel process. As long as it's the parallel process that starts it all, you can move while there's dialogue. Also, we show another trick with this, another issue that can cause right here with the spikes. How it's the game? It's weird because it starts in the middle of the game, the demo. And for now, starting from the middle of the game, you are missing some information and you're not used with the characters. We are finally here with the gameplay. The battles, unfortunately, are pretty common and basic, but the dungeon is interesting. I like the dungeon. Do you see that? Spikes. Yikes. Yikes. We can get through thanks to those spikes. We have to force our way through. We can find another path. What do you mean other path? I can walk here. They go up and down! That's gameplay! Wait. Well, let me try something. Let me try exploit from... This is actually something I inserted into one of my game intentionally. It's a game about breaking exploits. And let's see. Okay. This though doesn't work here because it's a event touch. But there are other situations in the where you can walk over other events while the parallel process is going. I use autorun. Well, this is for a parallel process for getting for cutting something. So it needs to be on a parallel process. The solution is not to have waits or to activate a switch in the parallel process to call a common event autorun. Usually when you want to start with a flash forward or action scene, it's best to give a small hint of what's ignoring before. Yeah, a small introduction before. And also to make it clear with the player that it's starting from the middle of the game. Because players like me sometimes don't read the page of the game. Okay, Michael, thanks for coming. Nice adventure. Hacker route. Yeah, it was from the hacker route. Someone said exploits. Yeah. Exploits indeed. Apparently this castle contains many secret passages. They were put in places as safe areas. How ironic. Okay. Explosions! Yay! Exploitation! Okay. I will try this one. Okay, that was a nice use of the extra ability after all. Hello? And I'm using Tyree. Did you just hear that? Perhaps we just opened our way forward. Heh. Looks like you're good for something after all. I'm at my limit. Okay, that's another thing. Wait. I can't go there, right? Let me try. There's something wrong with the spikes. Probably it's because of the parallel process. Wait, what's wrong with the spikes? I think I broke something unintentionally this time. So move. No, not here. Elsewhere. Elsewhere. Can you move here maybe? Okay. No! Damn it. I could use the other trick, but I want to be I don't want to exploit this match. Awesome. Good, Tyree, do your thing. Oh, wait. Is it intended to be... No, I think it wasn't intentional to be frozen like this, right? I think it's another bug. Oh no, I can't remove it! No! No! Yeah, Tyree. No! I was freezing! This one might be tough. We just escaped. Yeah, I would suggest to have some sort of cleaning, a cleaner common event that removes effects like those every time you switch map. At least in the maps where you use it. Okay, let's go. Okay, way better. Raid! No, raid! What's wrong with them? Wait, and raid? What about raid? They haven't spared a single person. Just how many lives are they willing to take? Shiro, look at that gate upstairs. We go there? Seems like we need a code to open it. No gets around either. Perhaps we could hazard a guess. It's always 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Won't open. Too bad. We try to hear, maybe. We try to listen. That makes all of them. Yummy, let's get started. Now is our chance. Follow me. Is everyone ready? Let's do this. It's time. Raise your crosses! It's a holy fight. I don't know what they are doing exactly. But they are doing it good. Ah, they are making some sort of ritual of the bomb, but that thing, right? Would you look at that? Seems like they started without me. Very well. Guess I'll play Guard Duty Explosions. Oh no. Guess I'll play Guard Duty for the time being. They're still fighting! For how long? What is that? What is this? Yummy, you've done well. Myson, what did you do? I won, Gustav. Soon the kick and bomb will be dropped. Oh, this can be. What of Tyree, Hiro and Ryuho? Get out of my way, Myson. Did you not hear me before, Gustav? I intend to kill you here and now. Did you know, Gustav? Within Sanctus lies an elite faction of soldiers called the Dominion. I like the name, a minion. Dominus? Dominate? Not only is their strength exceptional, but we also have access to an unparalleled power. I can't waste time here. I need to stop them. Erosion path! We call this unparalleled power. Alter! It can be! I don't get what happened. They said some things, some effects, and, well, dead, maybe. His power level is over 9,000. Something happened. Well, that's not the problem of not knowing what the skills do. Okay, maybe they explained it once. I'm not even sure if that was that spell they explained. But yeah, without prior knowledge, it's just confusing. If I was doing a drinking game, I'd be conked out at this point. We should do some drinking game of Critipedia, maybe. An earthquake? I don't think so. Is this Sanctus doing? Yes, we are running out of time. King Vermilion! Ryuho. He's the ruler of Terrasperia, head of the Vermilion royal family. Beside him are his wife and daughter, Queen Mary and Scarlet respectively. This explanation is necessary? Okay, for the player now it is, but I don't think it's really time for the introductions, is it? I see you're still alive and well. I understand. Your Majesty, do you know what's happening? Sanctus wants to use a king and bomb to destroy our home. The Solis castle contains a concentrated amount of Kigen energy. Because the descendants, I don't think it's written like that, release a high amount of Kigen energy when they pass away. Then, that's right, that's likely why they were ordered to massacre everyone in this castle. They amplified the Kigen bomb. And why are you still here talking? The whole royal family in one place. That's surefire way to put the entire line in jeopardy. Well, maybe they killed them I don't know. Yeah, no, that's really not a good idea at this point. So Meissen is keeping Gustav at bay while his soldier prepared the Kigen bomb. Yeah, we know that. I don't really like when the game gives information that the player knows. This leaves me with no choice. We split up into two groups. We see the gate upstairs. I already checked it. There's a device that activates it, but it's located even further. Device? No, it's closed by a password. What do you mean? Gustav and Meissen are most likely close by. I will go ahead. That's reckless. Meissen is far stronger than he used to be. Mother, please consider. We need to stop the Kigen bomb as soon as possible. Let me go instead. Enough. Maida, you will assist me. Scarlet will join Ruri, Otari and Shiro in preventing the Kigen bomb from launching. You should hear it unlock. Do not waste any time. I understand. It's better this way. I can watch over him to see where its true loyalty lies. It's stupid to have a bomb that becomes more powerful when your subject die. What if there's plague and like 10k people die in the bomb and ends up turning the entire continent into a crater? Well, everyone is dead anyways. No, I think they are activating the placing the bomb, which takes energy from the dead people. Okay, unfortunately I think I will stop here, even if I suppose we are close to the end. We go take the code and we go fight the guy above. But I was planning to play another game today, and I was thinking this game would last a maximum of 1 hour and a half. Well, again, it was 20 minutes, but without talking. With talking, it's even 1 hour and a little more, I suppose. So unfortunately, we need to pass on the other game, but we saw the most of this game. Again, though, this demo has the biggest problem of the demo is starting in medias res, which could be a nice way to narrate your game, but there are so many missing information. The player is not used with anything in the game. I think there should be a better place to start your game from. Like, for example, maybe from the start, even if the start is not too long, with a long introduction. Or maybe from the start, but you cut the introduction and you put a small summary. Apart from that, or even the rest, I don't really liked it that much. The part that I liked were the dungeon. The dungeon was interesting. I wouldn't say unique because I still had some. The puzzles were very simple, but I really like how I really like the approach on the dungeon of this game. It's not a corridor or a maze. It's more rooms with different puzzles. So I see there is a lot of effort or thinking behind the dungeon. Well, at least it's not a generated dungeon without anything else and only random encounters. That's what I was trying to say. Also, the story could be interesting, but there is too many things going on. But unfortunately, I don't know if I can give a objective point of view because I don't really like stories that are getting too much complex with that many names and factions. Okay, don't get me wrong. I like story-driven games with a lot of dialogue. I played the Steins Gate and Chaosed and the rest. But maybe the problem is the dialogue doesn't have any soul behind it. It's just information dialogue. Dialogue about... Yeah, I think that's the main problem. The main part is just information dialogue. Okay, I get that being a story needs a lot of information dialogue, but it was plain information dialogue. Neither of the dialogue were makes you really feel the character of the person talking behind. You just have a dialogue that says what it needs to say. And so we have all the time a dialogue about, oh, this guy's alive, oh, okay, they killed it, oh, they're making a bomb, yeah, we are from family, what else, yeah, this Vermilion is coming, yeah, we try to kill them, yeah, we kill them, yeah, we stop. Yeah, the dialogue, unfortunately, is usually taken for granted, but dialogue is a vital part, a vital piece of every RPG. Well, almost every, of course. There could be RPG without a story, but now there is, and seems that's very story-driven, this game. The dialogue needs to have an important, vital part. Well, okay, on my part, I admit I'm getting a little fixated on having every dialogue count, but honestly, why shouldn't it be it? Every dialogue should count in a game. Every dialogue should be important in a way to help the player still be focused on the game and not get bored, I suppose. No, the full game won't start here. That's a weird option for making the demo here. I get the idea behind, but I don't really approve it, honestly. Another thing I said before, the battles were pretty simple. There is no game mechanic behind them. There is not a trailer speak, people talking in a way that injects exposition into everything and makes it harder to get a grip of the character personality. Yeah, you could give some information with the character, still by showing the player the characteristic, but requires a more complex way of writing, I suppose. I think we can add it as the last Critipedia entry for this part of the stream. So, I like the term used by Zoro. Wait, trailer dialogue. Okay, here, perfect. A trailer speak, sorry. Okay, too many plot points. I don't think the plot points is the problem. It's more like there are too many information for the player that starts the demo. I think the problem will be less invasive if you play the previous part of the game, so in the full game. I would still think the main problem are the dialogues that with that many information can confuse a player. Less if they play the previous part, but still some dialogue is, or every dialogue doesn't show any sort of the character of the characters here, and you don't get that much involved from it. But again, unfortunately, as an indie developer or a solo developer, it's already hard to make the story, the maps, the battles, programming, everything, balancing. Also they want us to be able to write. There's so much a single developer can do, but unfortunately, there's no way around it. So I'm not the best at giving other suggestions, but yeah, the best way is just to continue making games. Of course, the game still has a good presentation of the main menu. Okay. Apart, well, from the AI enhanced portraits. Would be easier to comprehend if the sequence only had one main character, one supporting character and one villain interacting. Yeah, but at this point of the story there are more characters. Maybe though there could be less characters in the story overall. But yeah, there are definitely too many characters for a demo. Every dialogue should count, otherwise it can be cut. Yeah, that's something I fully agree with. You can cheat and make it so the scene in the preview is different. Okay, that could be a solution, but still the problem is in the writing of the dialogues. You should try to give information, but with some emotion behind. Yeah, I think that's the best way. But again, that's easy said and done, because finding a good way to present characters in that way is difficult. I myself having a lot of problems now to find arguments or scenarios for extra dialogues in my game. You can cheat to make a scene simpler? Okay. To account for the player's lack of context. Unfortunately, you have to rewrite the entire scene. At this point, it's better to start the game from the beginning. Okay. This was the first game of today. The second game is the Dark Substance, which is a way more... Okay, we can get a break from the dialogues because this game is, as I can see, mainly a gameplay focused one. So we can have some break on the dialogues here. Let's change the name. Okay, also, just to not forget, we have the command name if you want to play the demo for yourself. See, yeah, creating new scenes for the demo is too much, for sure. It's better just to have a different scene, a different part of the game. Made from video games. I don't recognize any game. There is also Espanol. What's there also? There's also Italian. Okay, we won't be playing Italian though. Unfortunate. Interesting though. I wouldn't expect a RPG Maker game to be also translated in Italian. Sorry, no. Okay, here. Perfect, we have it. The Dark Substance. At this point I would have liked to stop the stream here and start another day with this game. I have an idea. A pool. Next. time. I will ask you, do you want to play another game? This should be a little shorter, it's like 30 minutes. Let's make 45 minutes, since I will stop talking a lot of time. Maybe it's better to start fresh another day. I said the developer I would play their game today, but since I don't see them around, I think it's fine just to tell them we got the previous one too long and schedule next week. Also, we are almost done with the Critipedia games, so I might look for more time for looking for other games to play. I got all of them in one day. I'm not sure I will be this lucky next time. I will make a silly example. If you wanted to make a 2-minute scenes to preview Final Fantasy VII, you'd likely to focus on Cloud and Sephiroth interact. Okay, yeah. Actually, yeah. Even if Final Fantasy VII does this already, no, let me explain better. It doesn't need to be on Final Fantasy VII because Final Fantasy VII already starts with a sea of event in the middle of the story, and starts perfectly because we have the 3 main characters and that's it. No opponents, except the institution of the macro reactor. So yeah, the best way to to start a game, which can be from the start of it or from medias res, is without too many characters or previous information you need. Final Fantasy VII intro is a bomb, literally. Perfect introduction. Yeah, that's starting with action is the perfect way to keep the player engaged, because if the game starts with dialogues, character presentation, story, backstory, the player will get bored and they don't even have a chance to test the battle system. If they play the battle system beforehand and then we have the slow part with the story, character, backstory, at least they were engaged by the battle system. And so they have an extra motivation to continue on. Also because with the previous scene, they probably got another motive, a hook to continue playing. If the game starts with exposition, dialogues, and no gameplay, there's less reason to finish the cutscene and reach the gameplay. Okay. Today is the great day! Wake up, main character! Ooh, I wonder how many cliché we can insert into a game. We should make a cliché game, you know. That could be interesting. Okay. We finally arrived. That's another way how to start a game. Cliché yeah, we could make a cliché contest. Well, with a screenshot contest, probably. We need to have another screenshot contest, maybe. Okay, we are raiding here. We go to... we raid Renelune. Since we also we got a raid from the last time, so it's only natural to ricambiare, change, grit back, yeah, raid back. For the first 7-9 Fire Emblem games, oh no, our castle is under attack! Mission: defeat the 4 soldiers and 1 boss attacking the castle. At least it starts with the gameplay, even if Fire Emblem is mostly gameplay, with some cutscenes in between. I should replay more Fire Emblems. I don't know. Okay, that's everything for today. Tomorrow we will continue and probably end Outer Wilds. And Saturday we are playing some Max, but there will be a poll during the stream to vote on the next Saturday game. from now on I will try to make that like that. We try to make that every Saturday there is a pool that decides the next game of the Saturday. A fast peek on the ideas for the games. And we will see the rest on Saturday itself. Okay, we will play the other game next week on, again, Wednesday. And the rest will still have to be decided. That's everything for today. Bye!